Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's good to have you here. Today's going to be kind of a unexpected, sort of unplanned video. I had shared with you all that in my most recent check-in that we had an unexpected expense of having to renew my husband's license. And it was more money than I expected. And so I've been kind of flustered since then. I know I redid mine last year. It was probably about $40 because I have like a chauffeur's license endorsement, but he has some additional endorsements and he needs it for work and he got it for work, like work paid for him to get it and all this stuff. But here we find ourselves having to renew it and it's $80, but it's good for 8 years. So I'm like, where do I even make a note that in 8 years this is going to be a thing? I don't pay attention to the date on his license. I suppose that I need to. I'm hoping, and this has kind of been my thought process since, that I will just factor that in and continue saving up under like vehicle repair and maintenance, and that will just end up, you know, at some point being able to be pulled from that category. I just don't feel like I have enough in that category right now to pull from it. So when he wrote that check for $80, it came from our buffer, which is okay. It paid for it at that time, but that's not where I want it to I mean, I don't want that to cover that whole $80 ongoing. So I have just been kind of thinking in my mind, what are some envelopes in here that I could take money from? Is there anything, you know, that would be like categorically appropriate, you know, for it? And so I've just been doing a lot of thinking, and I thought I would come and share my thought process and do this on camera because I do enjoy the transparency and the realness of it, right? Like sometimes $80 gets spent that you didn't budget for and it wasn't even anything fun, okay? But it's necessary. So the first place that I thought that I could pull money from is the vehicle with the roll the dice challenge, which is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 that I have in there. So I thought that I would just put that in there for right now. I will clean this off and maybe start over with it, but that 15 can go in because that to me would be at least somewhat categorically still in the transportation category. And then I have a few dollars just from roll the dice of just health and home. Health has 1, home has 2, and gifts I think has 2. And I've started sinking fund, I haven't started them, but I have put my new sinking funds from Snow Gardener 307 in a couple of these envelopes. So I thought I would just start, oven's preheated, thought I would just start back over at 0 with those, pulling these dollars out and then starting fresh in these envelopes with the challenges that I have. I also had $3 in extra debt that I thought could go in there. I'm not going to take from kids. I'm not going to take from giveaway. I'm not going to take from my hair. I did want to come in here with tattoos. So I had put some dollars in here with just dice savings challenge. And then I started this from Mischief Budgets with the $5. So I'm going to keep the 5 that we did with this savings challenge. And I'm just kind of starting with that challenge. And I'm going to pull the rest of the ones out, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not going to pull anything from tax prep because at some point that actually is going to become a higher priority. I'm not going to pull from the kids' envelopes. It's just, you know, it's not an emergency. Like I said, the buffer is there, but I just don't want long, you know, so I'm not like at a risk of being overdrawn, but I don't want that buffer to cover it. I don't want my buffer to be $80 smaller going forward. So I just thought I'd come in here and see if there were any. That's really about it that I feel like it's a totally, you know, fine place to take it from. So I was going to count this. All right, so then I figured we would count then and see how much we had to pull in and offset this cost, which is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 30. So that brings it down to only 50 that would need to be covered by the buffer, which I will maybe work slowly to pay back. But right now this 30 will go a long way in, you know, helping to offset some of that cost, which makes me feel just a lot more comfortable at this moment in time. So that is what we are doing. That's how we're handling our random unplanned for expense today. Any questions or comments, leave them down below. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing and like this video on the way out. Thanks guys, and until next time, bye.